morning. It is November 8th. I'm Brian up here in Kingfield, Maine. I'm on vacation. I'm psyched. 3-week staycation. So I have got a week done and 2 weeks to go. And I have been working on guitars. This one, 1962 H1260 is the one I'm going to talk about right now. I've got another 60s 1260. I'm calling the Rescue Dog because I got it from a guy who found it in a dumpster. And you'll be amazed at that one. That's coming soon to a theater near you. I got a beautiful Guild D35 doing a neck reset and gluing the bridge and fixing a bunch of braces on. And I got a couple 1203 Sovereigns up here. What else have I got? I think that's about it. Anyway, all kinds of projects. So this one today, this is a 62 H1260. And see how it's got the block font there. It's not script. That's like pre-63. And inside there is a stamp that says S62. That's either spring or second half of the year. I'm not sure which it is. If you know the true answer, let me know. I've seen it both on the old interweb. So anyway, it's a 62. And when I got a hold of this one, this is the 1260 Stairway to Heaven guitar, the Jimmy Page model that he loved and wrote a bunch of stuff on, recorded the intro to Stairway on it. And it's sort of a jumbo shape. It's not really a dreadnought. It's not a triple O or an OM. It's its own shape. And this one was in remarkably good shape. No cracks on the top. Some beautiful play wear and just vintage patina. No cracks on the sides. But it was missing a big chunk over here. It had obviously gotten an impact. Sometimes people bang these against furniture or whatever. And it was separated and it was all crumbled and just splintered. So I cut it all the way out. We did surgery. And then I grafted a piece in there. Same kind of mahogany wood. And I could never quite get the color right. And honestly, the back was sort of that muddy harmony brown. And so I said, the heck with it. I'm going to strip it. So I stripped the back. I left the sides. So that's the original nitrocellulose. But I stripped the back. And I really just kind of love the way you get this sort of open poured grain thing. Kind of like on the VOS, like Gibson custom shops doing that a lot now. So it's a very thin, hand-rubbed finish, and I think I did a good job matching the color, if I do say so myself. Other than that, it got the usual Resto-Mod treatment that I do. It needed a neck reset. The bridge, which was the original old string-through bridge, was lifting. Had a couple loose braces. So, on the bench, off came the neck, off comes the back. Save all the binding for later. Take all the braces out, fix the patch over here. Take the braces off the top. Lost my train of thought there. Pull all the braces off the top. I thin it down a little bit while I've got everything all clean. So it gets all sanded on the inside, and I reach around my calipers and I look for 0.010, 10th of an inch thick. So I get it thinned down a little. They're usually about 1/8 of an inch when they start. So when you get them a little thinner, they sing a little better. And then in goes the X bracing, 1/4 inch Sitka spruce, hard rock maple bridge plate underneath the bridge. Carve a pin bridge for it out of Indian rosewood. It's got a bone saddle. It's got the original nut. Then the neck goes back on. This, I set the neck angle just right, so I've got a lot of saddle left. If you see all that saddle there, there's plenty there for future adjustments. Truss rod works on this one, so I didn't have to replace that. It's got the original tuners that work very smoothly. They've been lubed up nicely. Frets, I give them a B to a B+ rating. They're in really good shape, and that's a beautiful Brazilian rosewood fretboard. Back in the 60s, that's what they were using. Flaws on this thing. A couple of finish cracks on the neck heel. They didn't go all the way through, and I could not see them. When I had the neck off, there was no fragmentation or cracking on the inside. I think it was when I was pressing it off, it just shifted the nitro, but it's weird. It looks like a cracked neck block, but it wasn't on the inside of it. So I really didn't notice it until I started wiping with some True Oil, and it made it more pronounced. Tiny little chip of binding right there. I swear, I think when I take this off and I leave it hanging up for a couple of weeks while I'm working on the guitar, I think it shrinks because I had no chips on this one. No extra pieces missing. Couple little chips here and there around the edge of the binding. Nothing too bad. Some of them are really rough on me. This one was real easy going, so it's only got a couple little chips like that. Obviously, the part we talked about down here, that's about it. Other than that, this is a really clean model of this. And boy, I'll tell you, I'm not going to get into a debate about ladder bracing versus X bracing. I really like these ladder brace too, but I just think the X bracing, it helps keep the sustain, and the lows are just incredible. So This one plays really nicely up and down the neck. Just came in from the yard, so sweating a little bit. It's warm in here compared to outside in Maine this time of year. I got greasy fingers from working on the snowmobile. But Ancient 3/4 nut, 2 1/8 string spacing. Very nice for fingerstyle. Anyway, 1962 Harmony H1260, Resto-Mod, X-Brace, neck reset, rock maple bridge plate, rosewood pin bridge, beautiful little spalted maple neck heel cap from my son-in-law's family farm in Dover Foxcroft, Maine. let's see, I'm 61. I was born in 64, so let's do some math. 62. So this is a 63-year-old, all solid wood, American-made guitar for, a fraction of the price of what a Gibson or a Martin would cost. This will be listed soon. Thanks for watching.